Hey everybody, Yankee here. Today I want to take some time and elaborate on something I said yesterday. I want to call out some hypocrites. Also, I want to issue a challenge at the end of this video, so keep your ears open for that. Now, first off, I'm not apologizing for anything I said yesterday when I said that I support civil disobedience. I'm actually doubling down. So I hope I make some people even madder. I'll probably lose even more subs, but that's fine. Everyone knows this channel is not about subs. But like I was saying yesterday that I support civil disobedience, even if I don't agree with the cause. Like if it's a political issue that I'm on one side of and the other people are on the other side of, I still support their right to go out and not only protest, but to engage in civil disobedience to bring attention to their cause. I think it's very important. And no, I don't get mad if it just inconveniences me for a little while. A lot of people, especially far-right people, came in my chat and said, oh, they don't have any right to do stuff like that. They don't have a right to take over a city block. They don't have a right to block a highway. Well, no one's saying they have a right to do it. That's the whole point of civil disobedience. You're doing something that's illegal to bring attention to something that's unjust. That's the whole point. And I do support it 100%. And all these people are like, well, their rights don't have include inconvenience in me. Well, yeah, they absolutely do sometimes. You are going to be inconvenienced sometimes when other people exercise their rights. It's just the reality. And you should support that. You should support it fully. As long as someone is not physically harming somebody or destroying private property. They can even destroy their own property if they want. It's like when someone burns a flag. I'm like, hey, you paid for it, burn it. I've never understood people who say, oh, I'm going to rebel against the government, but then they go, oh, that person's burning a flag. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's their property. If they want to burn it, they can burn it. It's just a piece of cloth. It doesn't, they're not burning everything this country stands for. They're just stating their opinion as far as I'm concerned. It's like I said yesterday, when people don't stand for the national anthem, I don't care. It doesn't make me respect you, but I don't really care. And if someone else tried to tell you had to stand, I'd tell that person, leave them the fuck alone. You and I'll stand. Let them look like an asshole sitting down. It's their right. And that's why I think it's so funny that people on the far right and a lot of people in the gun community say, well, they don't have a right to do this or they don't have a right to do that. That's the whole point. They're bringing attention to something. And they're like, oh, but they're going to inconvenience me. What if an ambulance needs to get through? Or what if I'm trying to get to work on time and they make me late? And that was the last time I could be late and I get fired. Well, first off, why have you been late so many times that if you're late one more time, you get fired, especially if your employer knows the highway's blocked? That shows a little bit of bad behavior on your part leading up to this. But also, things like that, like traffic being blocked, ambulances being blocked, you being late for work, well, that can all happen just because of a car wreck. An 18-wheeler can turn over. You know, a bunch of pigs can get loose on the highway. Lots of things can happen that can cause that. Living in a free country is kind of risky sometimes. And sometimes you have to be able to deal with those things. Like if you know there's a protest going on I-14, well, take Barnes Road over to 162nd. You know, that's local to me, but you get what I'm saying here. Be prepared, be capable, and support other people's right to engage in protest. If we support it when people on our side do it, we should support it when people on the other side do it. These people on the right, I think it's so funny that they say, these people shouldn't be allowed to break the law. And no one's saying they should get away with breaking the law. Arrest them. That's what brings attention to the cause. When you go out and do something like that and you get arrested, that brings legitimacy to your cause because you're actually doing something publicly, risking your own freedom. I support that 100%. I respect that. But I think it's so funny that these people are saying they don't have a right to break the law and are the same people that are always screaming, Civil War! Civil War! Do you think that's legal? And you think that's not going to inconvenience some people? You think there's no one going to be late for work tomorrow if Civil War breaks out? You don't think anyone's going to get injured? There's going to be an ambulance or two that doesn't get where it needs to be? Of course there is. So if you support that, but you don't support someone blocking a road or taking over a street corner, well then you have a really weird understanding of how things work. A perfect example of people inconveniencing other people by exercising their rights and actually breaking the law to bring attention to a just cause is like when people will open carry into a mall. We've had it happen here, where people open carry into a mall where they're not supposed to carry, or carry into some other place they're not supposed to carry, or not supposed to conceal carry. And they're making the point, hey, we're open carrying in here because that's legal. We can legally open carry in this state, but there's no concealed carry allowed in here. So we have to open carry, and that's making everybody upset. You think everyone's not inconvenienced? Hell, sometimes they'll shut down the business that it's happening at. People have to leave, come back another day, etc. They panic. They have to run outside. You know, there's all kinds of things happen. And those people are inconvenienced for that day. And the people who did the protest will probably get arrested because, you know, they're causing a scene. Even though they're not really breaking any serious laws, they are breaking the law. So I support that. 100%. I support them going in there and saying, hey, this is ridiculous that I have to open carry. If I was concealed carry, none of this would happen. Look at all this bad stuff that happened because I had to open carry. Inconvenienced a lot of people, made a point, brought attention to a cause. Even if they incited a panic, whatever, they'll get charged with that. Charges will probably be dropped later. And I'm okay with that, but they shouldn't be stopped from doing it. I definitely wouldn't stop them from doing it. I'd support them doing it. It's like when someone says, hey, it's ridiculous that the government made this little piece of metal illegal because of what someone might do with it. So I'm going to make them. Not even fully formed. You have to do it. And then the government comes out and goes, oh, I'm going to lock you up. Well, I support them doing that. I don't turn my back on them immediately like, oh, I got to distance myself from them like most of the gun community, most of the gun channels did. I did fundraiser for them. I did promotions for them. I did support videos for them. CSR Firearms, by the way. So I support that. If you don't, like I said, if you're someone who yells civil war or fight the government, resist the government, if you support 3%ers and all these other, what do they call them, something citizens, if you support those people, how can you not support someone on the other side engaging in civil disobedience? If you can't, that means you're a hypocrite. Doesn't mean you're just a good patriot. It means you're a selective asshole that chooses to believe what you want to believe and think rights are for certain people and not everybody. And it's okay when certain people do things for certain reasons, but it's not okay with someone who disagrees with you does it. When someone who disagrees with you does it. And if you can't see that, then fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm not changing my opinion for you. And also, like I said, this point where I want to challenge people. If you're one of the people that came in my video yesterday and left me these long messages or said, they keep block roads or you're blah, 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 all that garbage, don't type me long messages in the comment section. I don't want to read them. That's homework. And two, I don't want to respond to them. I can't type. Don't make me have to write a term paper just to educate you. I don't know how to type. Never learned it. Never will, probably at my age. That's why I do live chats. So you can come in my live chat, talk to me directly. And believe me, you're not going to be attacked or ridiculed just for coming in and talking to me. I love it when people come in and disagree with me. Those are the people I respect. They got the balls to come say something. They don't hide behind an anonymous screen name in a comment section and shout bullshit that they wouldn't have the balls to say to someone's face ever. Ever. I mean, anyone. Most of these people that get adamant about this stuff, they wouldn't have the balls to step to my face and say anything ever. If they met me in person, they'd kiss my fucking ass. I've seen it happen so many times at SHOT Show. Oh, when I see you SHOT Show, I'm going this, I'm going that. And, hey, Yankee, nice to meet you. So, be a man. Come in my live chats. Talk to me there. I love having the conversation. You make them not be as boring as they usually are. In fact, tonight I'm thinking we're going to have someone who runs one of those channels that posts the cop videos. So hopefully tonight's live chat will be interesting. But come on in any of my live chats. Say you want to chat about it. You want to come on the live feed. All you got to do is have a microphone. You don't have to have a camera. Just as long as we can hear you. So come on in, have conversations. But don't leave me these big, long, ridiculous, hypocritical bullshit comments on my videos. Because one, I ain't going to read them. And two, I ain't really capable of responding to them, but talking is one thing I can do. So come to the live chats. Hopefully I'll see you there. But like I said, I'm sure most of you won't take up this challenge because most of the people this challenge would apply to are cowardly little hypocrites. And that's all you'll ever be.